Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another episode in our deep dive series. Today we'll be looking at Tilted Turnpike. Again, if you have not already checked out the key mechanics video, please check that out now and then come on right back. We're looking at the optimized route that I've found to be most successful in high ranks. I'm currently sitting, I believe, top 50. So this is a consistent route that will get you top, 3 podium pretty consistently, especially if you're down Diamond, Elite, Champion. This will allow you to absolutely dominate those lobbies. So let's get right into it. We're going to go over the track, the ins and outs of where to boost, where to go, and then we'll take a look at some live gameplay that I've done. And while we're loading in here, this is the third installment of our deep dive video. We've already looked at Windy Way and Pleasant Pit Stop, so please make sure you check those out if you haven't already. All right, so Tilted Turnpike, a little bit of a tricky track. There's a lot that goes into it. But first off, we want to make sure we get a good start, and we're going to target going over that mountain there. So 100%, and we're going to flip over, and then we're going to get into a drift. When we get out of that drift, we're going to flip to the left, target this tree section, and here we go. All right, we can target this beam, flip up, and then an immediate flip left, and this will be our first boost zone right here. You want to hold your drift, and then we're going to drift through here, which is super tricky, and then we're going to target the tree section. If you don't know, the tree section is just right here. We'll slow this down all in the second lap. All right, we're gonna get a drift going here with a flip and a flip. And this is where we're gonna use our second boost. Coming off here, boost this gap, land. Now it's up to you if you wanna boost at that section or use your 2 boosts here. We're gonna flip around this corner. So if you use your 2 boosts, if you still had 2 boosts, then you could have used it there. All right, so we'll go through here. You want to chain drift this. All right, we're gonna go off here and flip to the left. All right, so I'll slow it. We'll start slowing the lap down now. So once you get to here, you have an option. If you feel comfortable and confident to hit this steel beam, this is actually a really good spot to be, so I can show you guys. So you'll come through that section, jump over that construction area, and then you'd be in line with this beam. Now, as you can see, your car can sit on the side of this beam, but it's super, super difficult to get consistent. So what you'll do is you'll just be under this steel beam, and you're going to flip up. So you're going to flip up, you're going to hit the boost pad, and then immediately flip to the left. So you hit the boost pad, and then immediately flip to the left. If you're not confident enough and you haven't practiced enough to hit this beam consistently, then I would just go to the construction zone and then flip to the left, go around this tree and through these barriers here, through these hazards. So we'll just jump off here, we'll come through here, and this is your first boost area. You're gonna get a drift going, boost, hold, all right, and then we'll land on this side here. So to drift here, if you have not inverted your control, hold on. Where are we going here? Let's flip back. I flew off. All right, so if you haven't inverted your controls, you're gonna drift one way, this way, and then you're gonna have to do 2 left flips. So let me go back so that I can do it at speed and walk us through it. So when you come through here, you'll be boosted, you'll flip onto here, and you'll drift up, down, and then here you need to hit you need to hit left again. And then this is just a big drift, jump, hold that through here, and then we're gonna do some drifts and flips to maximize that boost. And this is where you can either use a boost here if you want. I think it's completely really up to you what you want to do. You can use a boost to get across that gap, into a drift around again, and if you didn't use your boost, now you'll have 2 boosts for this section. And if you hold your nose up to the air, to the sky, then with 2 boosts, you'll be able to gap that no problem. We want to get a nice good drift through here. All right, so that we can maximize this area. And same thing, you want to jump off here and flip. And then so again, if you're confident enough, I'm gonna die, I think. If you're confident enough, you can hit this. Boom, up, flip to the left. And then we'll get this drift in. And so this is a drift to the left, drift to the right, drift to the... All right, let's do this in real time for you. So you're going a little faster, you go drift to the left, right, left, and that's another left to get your car to go back the other way when you've gone through there. And then we'll hit this tree section, a big drift through the tree section. And then here, we're gonna wanna drift, flip this way, and then maintain that. And so having 3 boosts at the end of the race is really good because you're gonna be utilizing the catch-up mechanic if you've fallen behind a little bit. So on the last lap, I would just save my 3 boosts, to be honest. So here you want to release your drift boost into the boost pad and boost all at the same time. And as long as you're pointing your nose to the sky, then you can just drift over this whole section and clear that at the end. If you need to go back and rewatch any of those parts of the video, please do. Overall, it's not an overly difficult track. It's just there's a lot of elements to the track that could go wrong, right? There's lots of room for variance, I think. So we'll go and we'll take a look at some live racing and we'll commentate. We'll look at the key decisions that I made throughout the race. All right, here we go. We're going to be looking at a replay that I have from it's a little while ago. So the route that I do here is not exactly the same as what we just talked about, but I think the real key here is to talk about the the decisions that I make throughout this race. So we want to get a good start, obviously. I'm not the best starter, which we've talked about before. So let's see what happens. 58%, not great. But we're going to still do the same route. We're going to flip and drift. And right here, you need to make a decision whether or not you are going to go to the construction shortcut or go all the way around. The decision should be based on whether or not there are many cars around you. So if there's a lot of cars around you, I'm going to the right. If you're up in front, I'm going to go to the left. We just had one there, so we're just going to follow this guy through. He messed up. He's off to the left. Now again, if you're confident, you're going to hit this beam. If not, we can flip to the left here, go around the tree, and go through the hazards. Or we can go straight, hit this beam, and then hit immediate left. Let's see what happens. So I hit the beam. We're going to land. We should have boosted there, but we didn't. And we're going to hit this. If you're not confident, then you can utilize this route that I just did in order to negate that inverted control business. But here we're looking to get a big drift to a little drift to the left and a big drift to the right to hit that tree section, that little gap in the tree. So let's see if we hit it clean. So pretty clean. We'll land, we're holding our drift. And now we're gonna attempt to get some drift through here. Had to jump, wasn't the best section here. Now, like I said, right here, when we went through our video just a little while ago, I said that you can either use a boost here or you can save your boosts and use them for that big stretch. But you wanna release your drift boost and then hit your turbo. So I chose not to use turbo here in this instance. So we're just gonna fly across. If you hold your nose to the sky, you're gonna be able to get through that whole gap. Get a big drift through here. Release our drift. We're gonna release our drift. We wanna hit that booster pad and then release our turbo, all in succession. I've found that if we release the drift boost at the same time we hit the booster, it can sometimes negate the effect. So I waited a little bit. We don't wanna wait, we just wanna kinda hit it right away. We're gonna use our 2 boosts to fly this gap. And I didn't utilize everything perfectly there because I only had 0, so I had to use a flip to help me gain that gap. But here again, we're gonna make this decision. There's obviously nobody around, so we're gonna take this all by our lonesome. And to make this a little bit simpler, we want the left front corner of our vehicle to just pass by this corner of the concrete. And this will allow us to drift all the way through. And then you can feather with your joystick. We don't need to hit drift again. We'll straighten out, and again, we'll go for that. I missed it. I hit the left. I left air dodge by accident. Here we go. We're gonna go through here. If you're not confident in the ability to get this drift correct, you can hold this drift, jump off, and then boost through, or you can jump off and then flip back to the ceiling to get your drift again. So we're just gonna jump off and use our boost there, hit this tree section. Again, pretty good. And so in the first section of the video, I've improved that section. So make sure you're trying to mimic what I did in the instructional video at the beginning. We flew this gap. We're gonna get a nice big long drift here. Again, we're gonna release our drift boost, hit the booster pad, and then use our turbo. And ideally you just flip around there. But we have 2 boosts, so we're okay. That time we did a little bit better so that we didn't have to use a flip. Let's get to the end. Coop Troop Mill is off to the races. We're gonna get, we should have chain drift there to gain some more speed. Again, we're gonna aim to hit the left corner of our car to the right corner of that concrete section. And we missed it again for a second lap. We got bumped down there, but we're okay. So we boosted a little earlier there, and we've just decided to fly this gap, apparently. Which I guess is an option as well, depending on what rank you're at. But you see, we lost a little bit of time there, so not completely ideal. But if you're doing these movements in Diamond Elite, then you're gonna be way out in front of everybody anyways. So here, again, we don't want to use our turbo, because I think we could just utilize the 3 turbos at the end. If you've been a little bit behind here, you're gonna try to utilize the catch-up mechanic anyways to get a good catch-up to the pack. And so we'll just fly it across. You could do what Coop Troop just did there, get a little bit of drift going. I think he's trying to get his 3rd boost back. And so again, release, drift, hit the booster pad, and we're gonna use our turbo. We're gonna use our 2nd turbo, and our 3rd turbo here. Neutro had a much better exit out of that corner and across the line. So those are some of the decisions that we had to make throughout the race. We had an overall good result, 2nd place. That's pretty good. But I really hope this has helped you guys understand Tilted Turnpike just a wee bit better. So that'll be a wrap on Tilted Turnpike. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this helped you quite a bit. If you are Diamond Elite Champion and trying to make it to that Unreal rank, I hope you get out there and you start dominating. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. We are live every Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to join our Discord. Our Discord is pretty popping. We got a lot of things going on there, a lot of things coming there. So please, please be sure you are in there. And don't forget to use creator code BlairZED in the item shop. It really helps us out. Until next time, stay safe.